there we have it, the extra 17 horsepower of the Claas is making a bit of a difference there, look. But now the Fendt's making a comeback to the next steep bit. So the Fendt actually won. Let's just try that on another. This is going to be a very short video, very short indeed. Literally, we've just run these two over a couple of fields. I have to say the Claas 5000 is very nice to drive, does steer very nicely as well. Will that make up for the slight speed disadvantage with the Fendt? I do not know, time will tell. It's very nice though that the Fendt has actually got some competition in game, which it hasn't had. Ever since the game came out, it's been out there on its own. It was easily the best tractor in the game. Now it might not be, which is nice. Competition is a good thing. Okay, the Claas had a tiny bit of a head start, but there's nothing in it. Hopefully they're going to go up, down, up, down. I believe the Fendt turns faster at the ends, so even if it's slightly slower, which one would expect, but it's only 17 horsepower difference, so time will tell. Ah, the Claas has stopped. Why? That is interesting. Let's swap sides. And set them off again. It might just be that hill. Leave just a little overlap, that way it will go. It is a big old tractor, isn't it? So see if the Fendt gets past that point there. It might have been an undulation in the hill was just too much, that I think the rear wheels of the Claas came off the ground. Fendt's got a shorter wheelbase slightly. I mean, these aren't particularly fields you're going to come across. Right, the Fendt has stopped there. Oh, it's moving. Claas is doing similar over there, look. These cultivators are rated at 400 horsepower, so it is amazing actually that both of these vehicles are actually pulling it up this hill, which is not a small hill. We'll let them go down, back up, then we'll take them over to the other field, give them a run on there, and that'll be the end of the stream. It's just a 20-minute face-to-face test of destruction sort of thing. The fact this decided to reverse down the hill is no fault of its own. It probably detected the cow pen or something, so I'm not going to hold that against the Claas at all. But we'll turn them round, we'll send them down, let them do a turn at the bottom and back up and see what happens. Hopefully the field's wide enough. Well, if I make a bit more of an overlap here, it should be wide enough then. Must say that Claas is very nice to drive. I should be going at pretty much the same time. They should both do the maximum speed of the cultivator, which must be 9 down the hill obviously. I believe the Fendt turned slightly faster at the ends, but didn't get a chance to test that just now. It's a smaller machine, so generally the smaller the machine, the better the turning circle at the end. But I have to say, this Claas is very nice, very nice. We will be running it on this farm. Later on today, I'll be streaming this farm for real, as a farm, not as a test bed. Now, that is a pain. Right, they're pretty neck and neck there. At the moment there's nothing in it at all. Claas might be just putting ahead at the moment. Now the Fendt's coming back. There's nothing in it really. I think one can do what the other one can do, basically. It's impressive they can pull 400 horsepower rated machine up this gradient though. That is not shallow hill at all. Oh, the Fendt is definitely pulling back. Not on one of the earlier tests, the Claas stopped where the Fendt didn't, but it wasn't a very extreme gradient. The Fendt carried on at like half a mile an hour. We will now try them out on some uneven terrain rather than a gradient. Like I say, it's only going to be a 20-minute stream, just a quick face-off between these two monsters. This won't be an even match because there's different lumps and bumps, but anyway. So this feels pretty uneven. They're both 400 horsepower rated cultivators. Actually, let's get in the other one. The sun's in a better line there. They're going to come across some pretty nasty lumps and bumps in a second. Oh, back wheels came off the ground. That one. That is going to happen more. I think that's going to be the downfall of both of them. These undulations are designed to stop me putting big kit on. Bit of a miss there from the Claas, another miss from the Fendt. Different gradients though, I suppose they both would have done the same. Hey Rabbit, welcome along. Who's your money on? It's the only tractor that makes the Fendt 1050 look small. Oh dear. Oh, excuse me. So nothing in it. The Claas did start that far ahead of the Fendt. I think they both have handled that really rather well. Maybe the Claas has pulled ahead a metre or so. The Claas is slower to turn at the end of the field though. If they both go right, we might be in with a chance to see that. If they both turn right, they can go back, but if the Claas turns left, then we will go to the next field, which is a similar field to this actually. I've added a few drumlins, shall we say. Yeah, the Claas has pulled ahead maybe 10 metres now. That extra 13 horsepower. Yeah, obviously makes a difference. Or maybe the bigger wheelbase, more traction. Like I say, if this turns right, then we'll let them go back. They'll probably run into each other anyway. So that is going to turn right. The Fendt will probably turn right as well. We'll let them go back. Now the Fendt should turn faster. Claas has got a bigger turning circle. Even though there's not masses in it there. So we'll quickly take them over to the next field anyway. Bit of a miss there. I think, you know, that's to be expected. That's not down to the tractor. I have made this field rather extreme. But the Claas has definitely opened up a little bit of a lead there. I do think it's having a slightly easier run. The field gets easier the further towards us they go, as if you like. But not massively so. So the Fendt, I think the Fendt probably marginally won the ultimate gradient test because it didn't stop. But the Claas has run this one. Oh, the Fendt might catch up there. The Claas almost stopped for a second. Right, we'll have a quick look at the next field. And that'll be it. Should just send the... I'll send the Fendt back in the right direction, that way it'll get halfway there. Save a bit of time. Hey Mouse, we're just having a bit of a face-off between the two biggest tractors that aren't tracked. The new Claas, I don't know how to pronounce it, Xerion or something. And the Fendt 1050, of course. So far, there's no obvious advantage with either tractor. The Fendt marginally pulled up a steeper hill, but the Claas managed this uneven field faster. I'm going to set them off on the next field together, let them do a couple of passes and see what happens. These cultivators are rated at 400 horsepower, so the same as the 24 metre one or nearly. Both tractors are, well, this tractor's 530 horsepower, so it's taken the crown away from the Fendt 1050, which is 517, I believe. So again, this field's another uneven field. Okay, so that's stopped there. Mind you, it is quite extreme, that hump. Pretty sure the other one would have stopped there too. I have got room to put a field in here as far as the map goes, but this isn't, this stream is nothing really about the map, but it is the flat map in case you're wondering. I thought you might be, Mouse. Might put a pond in this hole here, not sure. Right, we'll set the Fendt off first, because the... Money, this has got the harder end of the field, I think. But anyway, we'll set the Fendt off, and then this one. They will miss bits and pieces where I've made the field a bit too challenging for the big kit anyway. So straight away the Claas is faster, but there again it hasn't had to go up that steep hill the Fendt did. Big miss there from the Claas, but it's a gradient thing, I think. I'm glad I didn't put the 24 metre cultivators on. I don't think either of them would have handled it. Fendt got to the end first, but it started off first, so let's see who makes the better turn here. Further, but nothing in it. I have to say the new Claas Xerion is very nice to drive. Highly recommend it. I don't think you'll really in the real world notice. Well, you will on certain maps. Yes, it is, Mouse. I did a little stream last night with the combines and stuff. It's not like a first look like most people would do. I basically tested them to destruction. I didn't even run the right headers, which I think upset a few people. But anyway, in the name of science, we had a couple of hours playing with combines, tractors, but it was totally unscripted. Literally, the DLC came out, I saw it, and I thought, right, I better stream it. So I did. I've come back today with one thing in mind, to test this tractor against its main competitor, which is the Fendt. And there's not really much in it. If you've got a load of Fendts and you wanted to get this, I wouldn't call it an upgrade, and vice versa. They're pretty evenly matched. There's nothing in it at all. They can both pull the same kit up the same gradients. The Fendt's a bit faster when you're driving around, 39 instead of 32. But the Claas, I have to say, is really nice to drive. And if you like the reverse drive thing, it's got that, which the Fendt doesn't. Do think the Fendt is putting up with the rougher terrain on this field's definitely rougher over there than it is here. I mean, the Fendt's this Claas has got an easy run at the moment. It's got a very easy run. The Valtra, I think the Valtra does, oh, for the reverse, yeah. And the Fendt 900's got it, I think, or the 700. But on this one, Mouse, the whole cab turns round. They've only got a couple more passes to make. I'll show you that. And then I'm going to call this stream a day. I don't really want to overlap with someone else's stream who I know starts about now. So... well, actually, I'll do that now, shall I? So, if you want to go reverse drive mode, you hit R1 and L3. Oh no, that's steering mode. You hit L1, R1 and X. but it won't run on a worker backwards, which is a shame. I wish they did, these tractors that do that. So that's quite cool though, the whole cab moves. So now the Fendt's in the lead. Haha. Who says I'm not biased? No, actually I do really like this tractor. I'm going to be running this tractor on this farm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It'd be maybe quite cool with the mower on the back or the front or something. I'll be running this tractor on this farm. I've got to work the money out yet. I'm going to run a couple of combines. One Lexion, one Toucan. Oh, the Fendt stopped. No, it's still trying. Still on the move, look, it made it. I think you have to leave this tractor on four-wheel steer, otherwise its turning circle would be terrible. A bit of wheel spin there. Well, the Fendt is almost going to stop on that hill, which is to be expected, as will this one. I think this one handled that better than the Fendt. Oh, it's stopped now. It's just moving. It's not bad actually. It gives the Fendt a chance to turn before this gets there, if it doesn't bail. Okay, good luck with that mouse. I hope you get this. It's really nice. It's to me, this is better than the Anderson and the John Deere Cotton. I mean, really, you just getting another cotton harvester. So I just need to landscape a couple of spots out of this field, and I think I will have nailed it. It's pretty good. Not that many misses. In real life, I think combines probably miss more. So, quite happy really, this field. Hopefully the two won't collide here. I'm going to stop it there. Just wait for the other one to make its turn, then we'll watch them both go back. And that will be the end of the stream. So there we go, nothing in it between these two tractors. If the Fendt can do it, the Claas can. If the Claas can do it, I would say the Fendt can do it as well. It's really up to your own preference. I'll be running the Claas certainly for a week or two, not the Fendt, mainly because it's just out, and if I end up really getting into it, the Fendt won't be coming back. So yeah, thanks for watching. So what's this competition, Mouse, or do you not want to say in case someone else enters? So thank you very much, guys. Oh, that's stopped there. Why did? Oh, it doesn't like the gradient. Whereas the Fendt made it. It must have a lower hitch. I had this trouble with the big buds. Its hitch height must be slightly lower. Because I bet you the Fendt will make that. Will do that. I'm going to park the Fendt exactly where the. Oh, okay. I'm going to park the Fendt exactly where the Claas failed to get moving. Yeah, see the Fendt struggling there as well. Just pull this out of the way. So the Claas wasn't having it from about here. See if the Fendt will do it. I think it's going to bail as well. Yeah. So there you go. They both have got the same limitation. Okay, well thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found that, if not useful, entertaining. These two tractors here are the two, it was just the one, But now the Fendt has got some competition. Thank God for that. The Fendt's had it all to itself for too long. So well done, Claas. Well done, Claas, for bringing us the Xerion 5000. I'll just turn the cab round for you, Mouse, while we're inside it. Why isn't it doing it? Oh, because I'm in the wrong tractor, of course. Ha! So we're sitting inside. Cab looks nice. L1R1X. Oh! And yeah, nice view. You can almost see the hitch there. So if you're trying to pick up trailers and stuff, this would be really easy. I'm in reverse drive at the minute. I'll exit so you can see it. It looks a bit strange. But yeah, cool. Oh, and it goes the same speed backwards. That is excellent. The Valtra doesn't. The World Valtra doesn't go the same speed backwards. Look, it goes up to 32 backwards. That is very unusual. And cruise control works backwards. It's very a bit light on the front end or the back end. I might. No hire worker. So, okay, thank you guys. Catch you later. I'll be streaming for real later. Probably in Ireland.